case, it was a little bit different because I used to work in a different area. I used to work in sales, and I've been a regional sales manager. At a moment in time, we had no HR manager for training activities, so I started to deliver trainings in sales, in customer care, and trainings in negotiations. So that was my start as a trainer like 16 years ago.
Before I came to Luxoft, I was professor and I was teaching students on university, and therefore I have already experience in teaching. And of course, I like it very much.
More than 10 years ago, I started with presentations and workshops at various industry-related conferences and technical community meetings, if you like, because I wanted to experience something completely different than just writing code day by day.
My first experiences with training go back to my university time. I was studying psychology. And I was really keen on organizational psychology. That's how my journey with learning and development started, really.
To be connected with your students and to, let's say, focus on their needs.
This is a challenge, because to be a good trainer means to master the topics that you are teaching. It means that you always have to be prepared for new things to learn and to put them in practice.
To be a good trainer, it means you need to dedicate yourself to the people you are teaching. You always need to go that extra mile.
My point of view that a good trainer is a trainer that is able to adapt the information to its participants.
The most important thing for each trainer would be to find their own style and to find their own authenticity.
Different audiences. Why? Because sometimes in the soft skills trainings, we have people having a managerial position and people having a regular position as an expert or analysts or engineers. And in terms of expectations, their expectations seems to be quite different.
And I think people who have empathy are good for teaching.
The hardest part is to remain up to date as much as possible with the current technology. I would recommend to try teaching the people who like to make research and have the patience to support others and answer their questions and concerns.
In my opinion, the hardest part in being a trainer is making yourself properly understood by all the audience and getting all of them to be interested and follow you.
Exposing your core knowledge, what you think you know the best, to not just one, but a group of very smart people which by nature are critical with what they receive.
That your own energy management is quite a challenge. So you need to be focused throughout several hours when you are working with people. And it's good to make sure that you are planning for your own rest, for your own relaxation.
When I try to explain to other people, I understand better the subject, and this is, I think, the best, the bigger benefit.
It highly motivates me when people are genuinely helped by my courses.
First of all, I think the most important part is that by being a trainer, you are able to give back all the information that you know and that was taught to you by some other great trainers or professors.
First, the opportunity to step outside of my daily environment and get in touch with the rest of the people from the industry, with the real world.
So the most important thing for me is the constant diversity. You just really cannot get bored, because even if you're working with similar subjects, there's always new people.
Well, Luxoft calendar is the main tool, of course. I always try to schedule the trainings in a manageable fashion for both the trainees and for myself, such as 2 or 3 sessions per week, 3 to 4 hours each.
So I would say that planning and prioritizing is the most important thing here.
Just do it. You know very well that you did it before. You are very good with it. Just do it because you are helping others to grow.
People at the beginning should ask themselves if they enjoy what they do.
So always keep a balance between how deep you go into the concept versus the wealth of information which surrounds that concept.
Only advice that I can give myself is to start earlier.
You shouldn't be afraid to admit from time to time that you don't have an answer to everything, to every question that exists out there. and therefore never stop learning?
I would say just try and experience. If you are passionate about something and if you want to share your knowledge with other people, don't really stress out by asking yourself if you are ready. Just try and see for yourself.